So here we are in Sefuri. I'm going to be riding around just a little bit here. A couple things to talk about. It's kind of like a explanation video. I don't know what you'd say, but recently I was shooting a video and I was planning on editing that, and unfortunately I'm so busy I just don't have the time to do it all. It requires a lot of audio, listening to audio edits and stuff, so I don't have the time to do it. And one of the main reasons to do that video is I'm trying to use the new Sena Prism, the Prism camera they came out with, and the 20s headset, the Bluetooth headset. Got it right there. So the headshot you see now is the Prism. That's the Prism camera, and the front shot is with the Gopro. The video quality, GoPro just has more options. They both have full HD 1080p video, which is it's pretty awesome. I mean, the Prism doesn't have as many functions when it comes to video choices, but really both of these cameras wouldn't have so much problem with that, I think. But anyways, the Prism, you can hook it up to the Bluetooth headset, and which I have on now, and it's amazing, ultra HD quality speaking. Guys, go a little bit faster. So yeah, record your voice at ultra HD sound, which is pretty cool because it's so clear. Some people think I'm lying that I'm riding. Even when I'm on the phone with my headset, people just think you're not riding your motorcycle. They think you're in your room somewhere. So basically the Prism camera is a really good camera for just throwing it on your bike and recording. It's different than the GoPro. The GoPro needs the housing, and the Prism camera does not need the housing. So the Prism camera is it's water resistant. It's not waterproof. You can't dunk it in water, but it is water resistant just the way it is. You can hook it onto your helmet, just like the headset. It will remain, water. It's not affected by rain and things like that, which is really a great function, because the GoPro, it's a very sensitive camera. It gets even a little wet, you're just going to have trouble. I'm surprised GoPro doesn't come out with something like that. That would make it much more just easy to use. Sena was really up on that. Sena was really up on that, actually. It's a really good choice to make it just kind of water resistant. It doesn't have to be waterproof, as long as it can just last through the rain, because motorcycles, you just don't want to deal. You have wet bags and things like that, and the GoPro needs to be protected, while the Prism does not. I've lost one GoPro to the rain, so I know. It was sad. It was a sad story. There is a problem with breaking up, though, so you have to be a little bit careful, because it does break up sometimes, and especially depending on the distance of the main rider to the camera. So for example, I'm the main rider, so I should be close to the camera, and the other riders will be fine. But if I give the camera to another rider, and I'm the main rider, and he starts to ride away from me, well, the connection's all going to start to break up, because it's kind of linked through my helmet. So I noticed that on one of the shoots that I did, and once you're careful with that, it comes out really nice. It's just like anything, you got to get used to it. You got to get used to this stuff. The functions are there's just so many functions. And the 20s is the same. And I'll flash up a couple of things here that, like, for example, the Prism, what the Prism can do. I mean, I don't want to make like a 20-minute video explaining what the thing can do. Just the quality and the water resistance is really a lot for anybody who makes videos that just wants a durable camera. I'll flash a few things up on the screen, what the Prism can do. And then you can see all the different functions it has. There's things like time lapse and You can take pictures. So for example, if I want to take a picture while I'm riding, I can just push the phone button on my headset, the headset that's connected to it, the main headset, and I can just take a picture. So for example, I'll take one right now. Find that picture on my shelf. Hey, I didn't pose. I was smiling, but I'm wearing a full face, so you can't tell. But it's it's pretty cool. You can also stop recording from your helmet. I won't do that now, but you can do that as well. Nice people out collecting bugs, I guess. So the 20s, just like the Prism, has so many functions. It would be so hard to go over them all. Just to go over all the different functions just takes a long time to do it. So I don't want to make like an hour-long video. So I'm just gonna flash a couple of those things up for the 20s. Again, it's ultra HD sound. Talk time's about 13 hours, which is important for a lot of people. It's water resistant. You don't have to worry about the rain. It's easy to charge. You can take it off the helmet to recharge it. You don't have to keep it on the helmet. It comes right off. You can also charge it while you're riding. So if you have like a USB charger, some people have those, right? They have a USB charger on their bike, and you can just charge it while you're riding. You can do the same with the Prism. Prism will do the same thing, and that's just it makes a huge difference. Whether they really picked up. It's funny because a lot of people who have never used an intercom before or a Bluetooth headset, they always think, I don't want to talk to anybody. I like my private time. But I have to say, I used to feel the same way, and I'm just totally. It's just a necessary thing now to have. It's just such a huge difference. Just the experience of riding is it just completely changes. It's kind of a necessary tool nowadays. I wish I had these when I was with my wife riding around the country. We actually used an intercom set, but it was a wired one. Those are such a pain, having to plug in and plug out. And one of the best things is when you're parking the bike, you can just jump off the bike and you can still talk to her. That's awesome, that feature. Just the fact that you don't have to deal with the wire. If you're familiar with the Sena headsets and you use one now, the 20s is just an upgrade, so there's probably not a lot of new information there. But if you're not using a Sena, the things like the universal Bluetooth hooks up to any other company's headsets. That's really a big thing. I mean, I've hooked up with people from other headsets, Scalia, and also a Becom, and I'll tell you, it's just they're amazed because they can't do it because those companies limit themselves to just their own maker, which is just a terrible way to think, really. But unfortunately, that's the way some companies work. It's starting to open up here. It's nice countryside. I won't get into. Actually, one of the reasons I mentioned earlier that I don't have a lot of time, and the reason for that is I'm doing my doctorate degree, and my dissertation is due in January. So I'm just really busy. I'm working on the weekends, just doing research. Statistical analysis is just goes on forever. So the video that I took just is going to take a lot longer to do. Basically what the video was, I went to a motorcycle practice with two friends of mine, and these guys were really experienced, and I threw the 20S's on both of them, and just recorded their voices while they were riding around this driving school that's closed on Sundays.
おお、よし。
スピードはいいですか？
大丈夫です。
このくらいがやっぱ跳ねてますね。
そうですね。
So, after that, we went through a couple of the different types of practices that they do. One is the Ippon-bashi. Ippon-bashi basically just means bridge, and you have to go over it slow. So big bikes have to do it in over 10 seconds. And then, they did some practicing with braking. They did braking practice, and also the slalom. The slalom, they go over. And the thing with the slalom is, I just got some funky angles with that, some high and low angles. It was kind of cool. And in the end, they basically just go out to the big main course, and they just go full out and just enjoy themselves, I guess. But at the end of the day, these guys, they've been riding all day, and they just go home and take it easy, I guess, at the end of the day. But I hope I get that done sometime soon. There's really not much I can do. I have so much work to do. So once this is all done, hopefully I'll get some more videos out next year. But I really appreciate you watching this, and you all take care. Hope to talk to you soon. Have a good one.